So today we are looking at the enhanced threat that does affect Minnesota through the Dakotas, even down in Nebraska. And then we will also see some influence from the tropical storm over parts of Mississippi and portions of Alabama, but the enhanced threat is up and near the Dakotas. So with relation to what's been going on recently with the energy and the stability in the atmosphere up there, there is a very low tornado percentage chance up there. It's mostly going to be damaging winds along a squall line. That is why it's such a linear fashion to that enhanced threat. So looking overall, not expecting us to do a briefing just purely because it's not going to be that severe overall. Now, it will have some hail and some damaging wind, but nothing that is going to be crazy huge on the tornadic side. So, not expecting anything there. Looking now at the tropical storm, there is a chance that stuff could pop up, especially since it is a rotating system. Little rotating isolated cells are very possible. So then looking at our temperature, something that's a little fascinating on this portion is that you can actually see our tropical storm over basically parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas. And so you see this, it's a little bit of the cooler temperatures in there compared to what the outer bands are. So that's why you can tell where the bands are and what all is going on with it. And it has a pretty cool look to it. It almost looks like a small hurricane, even though it is now a tropical depression as of this morning. But looking at the temperatures around it, it's all rain cooled air on the inside of it. So the temperatures are only dropping 5 to 10 degrees at most. So we'll see bands that are going to be affecting portions of Kansas, even parts of Nebraska, but clear down into Texas. And this is a really central and eastern part of the country system. And we will see these warmer temperatures be brought further north as the storm pushes north, because it's actually building that ridge further into the north. So then Monday morning, what we're seeing is basically this tropical storm is heading across that Mississippi River area. And then we do see some rain up in Montana and up there in the high plains. But other than that, Monday morning here, we are seeing nothing out of the ordinary. So, as expected, in the afternoon, we will see an intensification in some of these bands of this storm as we are seeing it start to travel north, and we're going to see it keep cycling through and keep spinning. That's why it's going to stick as a tropical depression, most likely clear up into Canada, is because it's going to keep regaining energy as it goes through the day. We will see some scattered showers and cells across parts of the Dakotas and into Montana. Then in the overnight hours between really that mid-afternoon time and then 9 p.m., 8 p.m., somewhere in there just after dinner, is where you can expect that squall line to form in the Dakotas. Our biggest threat is going to be on the southern side of that for damaging wind and hail. But looking at everything else, it is looking like in some storm modes that is going to be a very weak system, and in others it has the potential to be a little bit stronger, but who knows. And so looking over to our tropical storm, there it is moving, I believe, at 14 miles per hour as of right now. It is still trekking to the north. It's heading pretty straight north. It will shift a tiny bit to the east once it gets up into the Midwest, but it will keep spinning and keep pumping out rain to much of the south. We will see the bands moving through, so those cells are the ones that are going to potentially have these severe threats to them. Damaging winds most likely in those. Chance for spin-ups is possible across parts of the south. So make sure you're watching out if you're in the south for that, because you do have that unique personality of a system moving through. And then if you live up into the plains, there is a potential for damaging winds, so just prepare for that. Well, thank you so much for listening to this episode or watching it if you're on YouTube. And we hope you join us every single day for another forecast. And anytime there is a severe system that is moving through that is tornadic, we will do a briefing for you on that. So make sure you join us for that. Well, thank you so much again, and we always remind you to be weather ready.